The Pentagon has recently declassified information about the top-secret X-44 Manta, a $300 million project. What a day. We're diving into the mysteries of this American state-of-the-art aircraft that has been surrounded by secrecy for years. What exactly can it do? Why was a plane capable of becoming invisible developed in the first place? Is there any way to stop it, considering its top speed surpasses the speed of sound? Why was its choice of weaponry so unusual? The answers to these questions are just beginning to unfold. The X-44 Manta stands as one of the most mysterious undertakings in American military aviation. This revolutionary stealth jet, developed by Lockheed Martin, was originally conceived as an innovative design without an empennage, a feature that immediately set it apart from other aircraft. The Manta is capable of accelerating to Mach 1 within seconds, setting a new record among fighter jets. With a range of 3,000 nautical miles, the ability to remain airborne for 50 hours with refueling, and the capacity not only for reconnaissance, but also precision strikes, the aircraft was designed for time-sensitive targeting. Its unique aerodynamic design combined with cutting-edge stealth technology makes it nearly invisible to both radar systems and the human eye. Thanks to a special coating known by its code name, Parallax, initially the project appeared to be shelved, and many, including myself, believed it was nothing more than a myth. But recent Pentagon leaks and verified sightings of the X-44 Manta have confirmed not only its existence but also that it continues to be developed to handle the most complex combat missions. The program began in the 1990s, when the U.S. military was seeking innovative solutions to build an unrivaled stealth fighter. During this period, advancements in aerodynamics and stealth design became a priority, and the legendary Lockheed Martin was tasked with the challenge. The Manta was designed as a completely tailless aircraft, a radical decision that immediately sparked worldwide interest. This feature drastically reduced radar visibility while also improving maneuverability. Furthermore, the aircraft was built to reach supersonic speeds of up to 1,740 miles per hour and climb to altitudes as high as 68,900 feet, making it perfect for higher-risk reconnaissance missions. Yet suddenly, the project was classified at the highest level, and information surrounding it began to disappear from public record. The Pentagon remained silent, which only fueled more speculation. Many began to suspect that the Manta's capabilities were so advanced that even America's allies could not be trusted with knowledge of its existence. One thing became certain. The X-44 Manta is not just an airplane, it's a groundbreaking piece of technology. Perhaps its most shocking feature is its ability to turn invisible, not only to radar detection, but also to the naked eye. Imagine a jet that vanishes instantly, leaving adversaries utterly disoriented. This effect is achieved by its remarkable parallax coating, which functions both as a camera and a display. Essentially, the underside of the plane projects the view from above, while the upper side projects the view from below, creating the illusion of total disappearance. But invisibility is only part of its arsenal. Manta is also equipped with advanced weaponry, including hypersonic missiles with pinpoint accuracy within 16 feet, capable of reaching speeds of 2,850 miles per hour. These missiles outpace conventional air defense systems, making the aircraft nearly unstoppable in combat. The Manta's arsenal doesn't end there. It can carry precision-guided bombs that maintain accuracy even at supersonic speeds. Its payload capacity is impressive, allowing it to carry a significant number of weapons. Picture this: a jet capable of flying at 1,740 miles per hour in full stealth mode, sweeping across the battlefield like a thunderbolt. Even without firing a single shot, its presence alone is devastating. Rumors even suggest that the Manta might be fitted with an electromagnetic weapon. Small electromagnetic pulse, EMP. Systems offer capabilities that seem almost futuristic, with the potential to cripple an enemy's electronic infrastructure in a highly targeted strike. Whether this particular rumor is true remains uncertain. But what is undeniable is that the X-44 Manta represents the type of weapon that could determine the outcomes of future wars. Learning of an aircraft that can vanish, strike, and dominate, any adversary forces us to rethink everything we believed about military technology. We once thought stealth technology was the pinnacle of advancement, yet the Manta proves this is just the beginning. If these technologies already exist, the question becomes, how can one defend against an enemy that is essentially invisible? How do you respond to a threat that can materialize at any moment and from anywhere? Is there any possible way to shoot it down? The release of information surrounding the X-44 may push other nations to accelerate their own stealth programs, sparking a new era in the arms race. This brings us to a much larger question: are we truly prepared for such a future? Like these can serve defensive purposes, they can just as easily fall into the hands of those who would use them to attack. The very existence of the Manta changes not only defense strategy, but also the entire concept of modern warfare. This isn't just a plane, it's a sign that the future of military technology has arrived, and it has the power to reshape our world. Ultimately, the X-44 Manta is a revolutionary stealth aircraft that could alter the balance of global power. With its parallax invisibility system, hypersonic missiles, and advanced payload capabilities, it is both a formidable weapon and a powerful defense system. Its declassification highlights the importance of transparency in military research, as such technologies could dramatically reshape international security and global stability. Meanwhile, a new age of aviation is dawning at supersonic speed. Alongside the Manta's military breakthrough, Lockheed Martin, in partnership with NASA, is also developing the X-59, a supersonic aircraft that could transform civilian passenger travel. Its unusual, futuristic shape will likely become recognizable worldwide, symbolizing a leap in aviation innovation that has been anticipated for decades. More than 300 engineers are working tirelessly on this project. The X-59, costing around $250 million, is part of NASA's low-boom flight demonstrator program. Its goal is to create a supersonic jet that can break the sound barrier with minimal sonic impact, addressing both environmental concerns and the feasibility of commercial supersonic travel. The X-59 was designed in response to the failures of its predecessors, which produced overwhelming noise and faced accidents that prevented supersonic passenger flight from progressing. This new jet promises hope: fast, efficient, environmentally friendly, and economical to maintain. NASA's research focus has been to dramatically reduce the noise produced during flight. To put this into perspective, earlier supersonic aircraft engines produced 110 decibels at takeoff, the loudest in aviation history, while the safe threshold for human exposure is just 70 decibels. Supersonic flights over towns would often shatter windows, a problem Lockheed Martin is determined to overcome. In fact, the company, long renowned for its military developments, now aims to prove its value to everyday civilian life as well. The X-59's design process was anything but simple. Beginning in 2015, Lockheed Martin engineers spent 7 years crafting a plane with a long, slender fuselage and a uniquely shaped nose to reduce the loud pop associated with breaking the sound barrier. The goal was to eliminate the dreaded sonic boom, paving the way for a commercially viable supersonic airliner. The aircraft was constructed using advanced composite materials such as carbon fiber and titanium alloys in high-stress areas. Its one-piece design ensures even distribution of aerodynamic loads. Encouraged by NASA and Lockheed leadership, the prototype began assembly at Lockheed's famous Skunk Works facility. The plane's power comes from a General Electric F414 GE100 engine adapted from the FA-18 Super Hornet. While capable of 1.8, producing immense thrust, the engine has had to be redesigned to meet commercial standards, as its origins lie in military aviation. Engineers face a daunting challenge making a fighter jet engine capable of supporting sustained, safe, and efficient passenger flights at 1,100 mph to prepare for real-world testing. A full simulator was built to train pilots. Still, despite the excitement, skepticism remains. Critics question whether the X-59 can truly deliver safe, quiet supersonic travel and whether commercial operation will prove practical. To address concerns, Lockheed and NASA have engaged with local communities near test areas, ensuring transparency about objectives and minimizing public backlash. Once flight testing is complete, NASA plans to fly the X-59 over select U.S. cities, collecting data on the sound generated and public perception. This data will then be shared with the FAA and international regulators, potentially paving the way for a revival of supersonic travel. For decades, the Concorde was the world's most famous supersonic passenger plane, carrying travelers across the Atlantic since the 1970s, but only 13 Concordes were ever in operation. And despite their prestige, the aircraft proved unprofitable, noisy, and plagued by safety concerns. By 2003, Concorde flights were banned. The X-59 seeks to succeed where the Concorde failed. One of its boldest design choices is the removal of a front windshield. Instead, pilots will rely on NASA's external vision system, which uses higher resolution cameras to project a real-time forward view onto cockpit displays. Still, theory must be proven in the skies. Early test flights of the X-59 will be crucial. Initial liftoffs have shown the jet to be surprisingly smooth and quiet, with its silhouette resembling a soaring kite more than a supersonic machine. Once airborne, it undergoes tests of maneuverability, control systems, and eventually supersonic acceleration. Each test shows improvements in reducing noise levels. After every flight, engineers conduct exhaustive inspections, fine-tune systems, and prepare for the next round of testing. Many more flights will be needed before the X-59 is officially unveiled, but its potential is undeniable. Aviation experts already hail it as one of the most important innovations of the decade. Most predict that by 2025, the X-59 will see its first passenger flights, marking the triumphant return of supersonic travel, while skeptics remain cautious, especially regarding ticket costs and long-term safety. Optimism is growing. With every milestone achieved, it feels as though the long-awaited future of aviation is finally arriving. Perhaps NASA and Lockheed Martin have indeed caught the wind of change.